Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Bean here, and today I'm coming at you with basically my prep video for ApollyCon 2022. If you want a lot more details, honestly I recommend Callie's video just because she went into a lot more detail about ApollyCon itself, which, let's start off there. I'm going to ApollyCon. Who's surprised other than myself? Honestly, I'm very excited for ApollyCon, and ApollyCon, for those of you who don't know, is a annual convention that is hosted by Jennifer L Armentrout, and it concentrates on, focuses basically on romance books. So that's more why people are probably a little bit more surprised that I'm going. I don't read a lot of romance books. However, I do read a lot of these authors, which I'm actually very excited for, and there are several authors going. I have actually a surprising amount of books that I'm taking to get signed. So I'm really excited about it. We're actually leaving next week. So, like, it's coming, and I'm so excited. This is the first book convention I am going to. I have been to other conventions, but they were not book related. So I'm very excited. I've taken off work for it, and my coworkers are excited to hear about how it goes. I work at a library, so I work with books all the time. And also that is a thing I'm also going to talk about here, because I don't buy books nearly as much as I used to, partially for financial reasons, and then partially because I just don't have the space for them right now. So a lot of these books, I don't own books by a lot of the authors. I'm also trying not to buy nearly as much off of Amazon. I'm trying to buy from like Barnes & Noble and independent bookstores a lot more. It can be a little bit pricier at times, but in the long run, I just feel better about myself personally. It's a personal decision that I have made. And some of these authors, it has been very difficult to find them in bookstores. Some of them, I don't know why it's hard for me to find them. Maybe I'm just blind, also a possibility. But yeah, so I'm gonna hop right into it. So the tickets that we are heading down actually on Thursday, but it's more to explore Washington, D.C. itself. Callie is in a bunch of Discords and has been talking to a lot of people. I'm not as much of the social butterfly, but I'm very excited to be meeting hopefully some YouTubers, some booktubers, out there, as well as just making friends in general. It'll be kind of fun. We are hoping to hit up a bunch of independent bookstores while we're out there, so that's also going to be fun. We do have I believe it's the Deity tickets, so we'll be at ApollyCon itself for all the signings on Saturday. I would have loved to have gone to some of the talks that they're doing, because they do sound very interesting. So if we can get other tickets, that would be great. I don't think we'll be able to, but I still think it would be a lot of fun to go to some of those talks too, or at least to talk to someone who went to them, because I think it'll be very interesting, especially as aspiring authors. So yes, but let's hop into the books that I'm taking. So I have a suitcase right here. This is my suitcase, and this suitcase is going to be holding not clothing and that kind of stuff. It will be holding my books. So yes, so we're going to, why does my face itch? So I'm gonna kind of go through a lot of the things that I'm taking with me. I have a couple of things that have not arrived yet. One thing that I am planning on doing, I know if you watched Callie's video, she has a tote bag that she gets authors to sign. I saw someone post in the ApollyCon attendees group on Facebook that they were ordering bookmarks, and they're going to have the authors sign those, and I am copying that completely and utterly, and I am doing that as well. So I have ordered some brown bookmarks, just generic paper bookmarks, and I'm going to have authors sign one side of them, and then on the opposite side I am going to put their books, like their series, and write them all out. It's just partially also for me, so that way I can remember whose books are whose. But that is one thing that I'm going to do that I'm very excited to be doing, and try and get as many signatures as I can, because it'll be fun. It's like a game. I don't know. I'm not sure what's wrong with me here, but I am doing that, so that's kind of fun. So let's start with the physical books that I am bringing with me. First author, obviously, is going to be JLA herself, Jennifer L Armentrout. I have 2 books by her. I know it's not a lot compared to everybody else. But I actually have read Storm and Fury, and I enjoyed this book. I really thought that it was different. It was pretty unique. I've read it twice now. I haven't continued with the series, and I'm not exactly sure why I haven't, but I really enjoyed Storm and Fury. This is a gargoyle love story, which I have never read before, and I absolutely loved it. So I am very excited to get this signed and to hopefully meet her, and it'll be great. I might pick up White Hot Kiss from her. I have been having one heck of a time trying to find that series around here. I don't know what it is with the greater Milwaukee area, but I can find it at the library, but I can't take library books to go get signed. That's not how that works. And then I've also got From Blood and Ash by Jennifer L Armentrout. This is on my TBR for July as well, and I've actually made pretty good progress on my TBR, so I am hoping to read this one soon. If not, I will be reading it on the plane. I'm going into this book as blind as I can. I'm trying to not listen to what people are saying. They love it, which is obvious, but I'm still trying to go into it without knowing what it's about. The next author I have right here is Scarlet Sinclair, A Touch of Darkness. I do have 2 books by Scarlet Sinclair, but one of them is already signed because I got it in a book box. So, and it came with this, yeah, so I'm not bringing that one. I do have A King of Battle and Blood, but I got the bookish box version of it, and so it's already signed. But yeah, so that's cool, but I am going to bring A Touch of Darkness. I did just pick this one up. I have not yet read it. It is a Hades and Persephone retelling. I'm hit and miss on Hades and Persephone retellings, but Callie has been going on and on about this series, so figured I'll give it a shot, see what happens, see what I end up thinking about it, but yeah. So I also very recently picked up The Good Luck Charm by Helena Hunting. By recently, I mean last week, so I haven't read this one yet. But, my neighbor's now staring at me because I'm filming and it's weird. I am interested in hockey romances, and I've heard very good things about this book and about Helena Hunting herself. Both Callie and Brittany talk about her nonstop, so I mean, that's always a good sign. I will try and read this one before. I don't think it'll take me long to read this book, so yeah, we'll give it a shot, see what happens. All I know is it's a hockey romance, and I believe it's a second chance romance. Alright, the next author that I am actually excited to meet is Vanessa Riley, and so the reason I got into Vanessa Riley's reading was I was sent a Christmas present, or birthday present, Christmas present, by my best friend who actually lives overseas, and she sent me Island Queen by Vanessa Riley, and this is a gorgeous book. This is a historical fiction that, just reading this, it's a remarkable sweeping historical novel based on the incredible true life story of Dorothy Kirwan Thomas, a free woman of color who rose from slavery to become one of the wealthiest and most powerful landowners in the colonial West Indies. Honestly, I am so intrigued by this story, and I'm really sad I didn't get to read it, because honestly, I didn't realize Vanessa Riley was coming, and I don't know how I missed it, and I'm really upset with myself for not having read these stories yet. There's this one, and then there's a sequel to this one that I don't remember what it's called, and then I also picked up her romance series, which is a historical romance, and that is A Duke, the Lady, and a Baby, and this is the first in a 4-book series. It's 3 or 4 books, but it sounds absolutely adorable. This basically follows a woman who has to give up her baby because she doesn't have a husband, and she is assisted by the Widow's Grace, a secret society with a mission to help ill-treated widows regain their status, their families, and even find true love again or for the first time. And I believe she ends up becoming the nanny for her baby, who is adopted by a duke. And honestly, it sounds very, it sounds like heart-wrenching at points, but I also heard very, very good things about it, and I've heard it's a very smart book, and I'm very excited to read it. Again, this one will not take me long, so I'm hoping that maybe on Friday I'll have some time to read it or something. I don't know, but I am excited to meet her because I do enjoy my historical fictions and such, so yes. The next author that we will be meeting that I'm excited for is Danielle L. Jensen. Danielle L. Jensen, not Daniel, wrote The Dark Shores. So far it's a duology. I believe there's a third one coming out. I don't like the fact that one of mine is paperback and one's hardcover, but we're gonna deal with it anyways. This is a pirate story. I love pirate stories. But I'm really excited about this one. I'm really excited to meet her. Callie kind of brought it to my attention that she was coming, and I got really excited about that. So yeah, I have these two, and I've had these for a very long time. Another duology that I've had for a very long time is the Great Hunt duology. Great Hunt followed by The Great Pursuit by Wendy Higgins. Another author I didn't realize was coming, and she is, and I'm very excited about it. This is a Brave retelling. Again, I have not read this, but it's from Book Outlet. You can tell because it's got dots on the bottom. And I've had it on my shelf for literally forever, so yay. But alright, now onto a book that I've actually started. I didn't get to finish because I rented this from the library, and then I literally just bought it again a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, and that is A Promise of Fire by Amanda Boucher. I'm so excited. I love this cover so much, and the entire quartet has been released with brand new covers that are they're just so pretty. They're just so pretty. This is a story about Kat, who is moonlighting as a soothsayer at a circus. Soothsayer? Yes. As a soothsayer in a circus when she is found by a warlord who basically is like, alright, you're coming with me now. And from what I understand, this isn't enemies to lovers, but she has this mysterious power that basically will fall any king. What she's able to do, she's able to divine truth from lies, which is such an awesome magic, and I'm very excited for this series to continue it, because I got like a solid like quarter of the way through before I had to return it because I'm really bad at reading things on time. I'm trying to get better, and I am getting better. It just, yeah. So I'm excited. Hopefully I'll read it, be able to finish it soon. Next author that I'm actually super excited about is going to be Jennifer Estep. So I have Capture of the Crown, which is the first book in the Gargoyle Queen series. I also picked up and got halfway through To Kill the Queen by Jennifer Estep, and I absolutely was loving it. Again, library book, had to return it. But I can't find it anywhere. The last couple Barnes & Nobles I've been to, they've had the second, third, and fourth books, but none of them have the first book. So I haven't read this one yet. Again, it's another gargoyle romance, so I, for some reason, really enjoy the gargoyle romances. Somehow, I don't know, maybe I do, maybe I don't. But I am excited to meet her. I really am. She writes some amazing fantasy and has some really great concepts, so I'm very excited to meet her. Alright, I have a couple books that I am planning on buying as well, and one of the authors that I am planning on buying from is Elise Kova. I have The Alchemist of Loon. This is a library book, yes, but I do plan on purchasing this one before we leave because I love it. I love it so much, and it has gotten me into her writing, and I'm so excited. No, I haven't finished it, but I love it, and I'm so excited. So, Callie, you win. I will be reading more of her stuff. I also managed to pick up from the library Song of Blood and Stone by Elle Penelope. And I didn't recognize this cover because the cover on her website is different, and I'm a very visual person, and somehow I missed it. But this book sounds so intriguing. It's a sci-fi romance, which you don't see nearly as much or enough of, and I'm so excited to... I have not read this one yet, but I can already tell just by reading the description that I am going to love this book. Alright, those are the books that I physically own or will be physically owning when we go to ApollyCon. So not nearly as many, but that's okay because what I do have is I have a spreadsheet. I have a Notion, like a Notion page that I have created that has all of the ApollyCon authors that I really want to meet. The whole ApollyCon page. And then in 2022, I have my list of authors. There's a lot of them. One author that I've been trying to find that I have read and I really enjoyed was Megan Quinn. I really enjoyed Highlander Fling, and she does her marriage game book as well. So I read bits and pieces of that one, honestly. I really did love it. I really did enjoy it, but I kind of read it while I was working, which I wasn't supposed to do, so sorry about that. But I did enjoy it, and I really did, so those are just, honestly, they're hard to get in at the library. It takes a long time, so yeah. Another one being Sonali Dev, who is writing some retellings of classics of Jane Austen's stories. She's done a retelling of Pride and Prejudice, of Jane Eyre, and of Sense and Sensibility. And there's one more that I can't remember because the Jane Eyre one just came out. Hold on. I did kind of go a little crazy on Kindle Unlimited and got several books by several of the different authors. I got Forest for the Trees by Kylie Blades, and I am loving it. I am currently in the middle of it, and I am loving this story so much. I got a Sarah Wilson book. I have Cinder Nanny on my iPad, or on my Kindle. I have Wolf Gone Wild by Juliet Cross, who will also be there. Conveniently Convicted by Raven Asher. Jacqueline and the Beanstalk, and the International Sensory Assassin Network, both by Mary Ting. I have a solid number of books on my Kindle by ApollyCon authors that I am very excited to read. So I'm actually going to end the video here. I am going to pack up these books into the suitcase, and I'm still going to have room, which is going to be nice for bringing books back, because I have a feeling being there I will have little to no self-control. But we've prepped for this. John and I have prepped for this. I am financially able to go to ApollyCon and come back broke. I think. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, so that's what I got for you guys here today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, now is the perfect time to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. We post videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and the occasional Sunday. If you want to be reminded, please hit the little bell icon down below. Please subscribe. I know less than half of you do, so please do. It would help us out a lot. And we'll talk to you next time. Until next time, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, and keep reading. Bye!